Good day, everybody. How's it going? Bright and sunny day today in Southwest Virginia. Hope you all are having a good day. So, got a little experiment we're going to do. One of the common questions I've been getting is, I'd like to style my timber frame braces. Now, what I've got here is 2x6s. They're rough cut 2x6s, and they're true 2x6s. Normally you'll be working with 3x6s as braces. That's the most common size. You can go bigger. The ones I'm doing on my barn down there are 4x8s. Now, I'm not showing you how to design it, how to do the layouts, and how to do your, as far as your tinning cuts. What I'm doing in this case is I'm going to show you how to style them. So I'm going to show you how you can style your timber frame braces without actually having a portable bandsaw or some of the other nicer tools that you see. So I'm going to show you one method with a circular saw, just a straight up plain old circular saw, and another method with a sawzall. Okay, these are two fairly common tools that you're probably, if you're working on a timber frame, you either have them or probably should have them. So the first thing I need to do is I need to mark my layout. Now, some people will use a template or some sort of a jig for their curved brace. That's what we're going to do here. I'm going to show you the string method. All right, so first you typically want to back away 1 inch to 2 inches from your corner. Again, yours is going to be roughly to 45. Geez, if I can actually think today. So I'm right here. Your brace is going to roughly have a joint like that. Okay, so that means what you want to do is come away from this edge roughly 1 inch, sometimes closer to 2 inches. The reason being is if this is going to sit flush, you can come away 1 inch to 1.5 inches. If this is going to be housed, how far is your housing going to be? Usually that's 1 inch. And then you've got to back away from that some more, so that way it doesn't start curving when it's inside your housing. Okay, so think about how your brace is going to fit up to the post, and that's going to impact how far away from this edge you want to start your curve. The other thing, you're going to curve the outside. We're not going to curve the inside, we're going to curve the outside. All right, so I'm going to come up. Again, for our purpose, I'm just going to do it right here. I'm going to do a plain old inch. So I'm 1 inch from there. I'm going to go do the same thing on the other side. Here we go. Let me get this forward. Do the same thing here. And for this particular purpose, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to try to get it close. Okay, so I've got that marked off. The reason I have two is one of these I'm going to use a circular saw, and what you're going to find is that's going to be more of a pointed cut in here. Okay, because my circular saw is only going to cut straight. All right, and so that means this one's going to be a little more pointed. Still going to have a little style to it, but it's not going to be as curved, or it's going to require more work. So if you don't have a sawzall, you can still use a circular saw, but just understand there's more work involved. All right, so that's why I have two. I'm going to do one way, one another, show you some different methods, and let you make the decision for yourself. All right, so got my ends marked off. The next thing I need to do is mark my center. This comes out to about 40 3/4. All right, so that's going to give me, let's see here, 20 3/8. That's a good ballpark. Okay, and I'm going to do a 2 inch. That's a very common cut end point. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to mark here. I'm going to have a screw at this point, a screw at this point and a screw here. And I'm going to show you how to use a string method to roughly get that. Okay? So let's do the same thing here. Slightly, but that's good enough. Again, my 2-inch depth here. There we go. So I've shown you how to mark off the center of the as far as of your brace, and I've talked about how you want to go through and back away from your edges and mark there as well. All right, so in the next 2 videos I'm going to show you where I cut the 2 different braces. One brace I'm going to use probably the string method of marking your curve, and the second one we're going to go through and look at using a template of some sort, or like a sewing template. You can get those off of Amazon for fairly cheap, where it's got the French curves and so on. So look at how to mark those off and how you can go about styling your braces with common tools you've got at home. All right, so at the end of the day, you've got to think of what's the level of effort and time it's going to take to stylize your braces versus the project. Again, if this is in a home, I'm going to spend a lot more time. If this is going to be in a pavilion, I'm going to spend a lot more time. If this is going to be in a barn that's seen by cows and a farmer, I'm probably going to spend less time. I still want to personalize that, but I don't have to spend a tremendous amount of time on it because they're looking more for function rather than form. But either way, I want to go through and show you a couple of different methods about how to style your braces and get those creative juices flowing. Again, at the end of the day, how you customize and tweak your timber frame is entirely up to you, and it says something about your personality and your style. So that's what you're going for, and what I'm hoping to teach you is that you don't have to have the Moffell portable bandsaw to cut these things. You can do these and make some changes and make them look better with common hand tools and power tools. All right. Well, looking forward to dropping those on the videos. Probably going to be early to mid next week when I get those finalized and finished edited. But thank you. Y'all have a good day.